Hello, chess fans, and welcome back to St. Louis. We are here for Between Two Pawns, and the first time I get to host. My name is Ben Simon, and I'm here with my special guest today, Grandmaster in Residence Aman Hambleton. Aman, welcome to the house.
Thanks very much, Ben. Happy to be here.
So you are one of the chess bras, the famous chess bras. How did the chess bras come to be?
It's a good question. Probably the question I think that I get asked the most. Eric and I met as kids. We competed against each other, but it's not like we had chess bra aspirations since I was a young one. It's not what you say when you're in class and they say, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I said, "A chess bra."
Wouldn't really make sense.
No, not quite like that.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit later. We were both sort of on the same trajectory, similar age. Both found ourselves in university at the same time. Both ended up dropping out of university and traveling to Europe to do chess like full time. And it was right then when Eric started streaming in a basement in the Netherlands, and that's basically the first time that we streamed on the channel. And we've just been streaming and playing Blitz online ever since.
Now, how does one become a chess bra?
Well, there's the obvious hazing procedure. There's just the rituals, the drawing of blood. I mean, there's just all these standard practices, but no, really, we do have quite an extensive team of people that either work for us, like employees, contractors, or people that are good friends of ours and appear on stream from time to time, like Fabiano comes on stream, and definitely consider him a chess bra. Anish played for our Pro Chess League team recently. So we definitely have like a large number of people that you could consider chess bras, but there's no sort of special procedure or not. But I would say appearing on stream semi-regularly is probably very important to that.
Before the recent Spring Chess Classic, I asked you if you had any kind of signature things that you do, and you said, well, not really. I'd like imitations. And that's what you've done on your channel many times. A lot of different people. I don't think you've done me, but I definitely know that Mike Kummer has been done many times. So how did the imitation thing start?
It's always been interesting for me. I think when I was younger, I would recite movie scripts because a lot of the times my family or my parents found it funnier when I told the joke that was in a movie versus when they heard it in the movie the first time. So I would retell jokes that I thought were funny. I remember that part in that movie when the guy said, "Du-du-du-du-du," and I would retell the joke, and it would often even sound a little bit different or maybe better than the original. So it started with movie scripts and just memorizing those, TV shows, stuff I found funny. I would always just retell it, and I think I was always a bit of a joker when it came to my friends. I'm always sort of picking on somebody or trying to find the funny in the situation. So it's just natural to me to take a spin on anything and make it funny.
Do you have a feud with Mike Kummer?
I know that, so I maybe did an impression of him first, and then I think Mike made a video for a tournament once where, I'll be generous and call it an impression of me that he did in the video. And I haven't really sort of retaliated, but I've since done, a Mike Kummer impression on stream before, after that, so.
It was kind of an impersonation of you doing an impersonation of him.
Exactly.
And it had degenerated to the point where no one really knew what he was saying anymore.
Well, that's the thing, is that I always say it's very hard for people to impersonate me because I'm often never speaking as myself. Mm-hmm. I'm often doing impersonations of other people. So it's very hard to, how does Aman sound like? Well, sometimes he sounds like Mike Kummer. Sometimes he sounds like Nakamura. Who knows? So the man of many faces.
You're the Pokemon Ditto of the chess world.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Aman, you come from Toronto, right?
Yeah.
How is the chess scene growing? You grew up in Toronto?
Yeah. I wasn't born there, but I consider it my hometown. I spent the most time there, especially those key years where you make those memories. So I was born on the east coast of Canada in Nova Scotia, but I spent the longest time in Toronto.
How do the chess scenes compare to the chess scenes in the U.S.?
Yeah, it's a good question. Even within Canada, you'll have chess scenes that are incomparable to one another. So the chess scene on the east coast of Canada, where I initially grew up, was very poor or non-existent. They did the best with what they had, and I actually really enjoyed myself there. because I was quite young, and that actually got me into chess quite seriously. But in terms of competition, you go to Toronto, is way different, and then you leave Canada, and it's way different. So there's like different levels. First, it starts off in Eastern Canada, then maybe you have Toronto, bigger cities. Calgary has a nice chess area now as well. Montreal, we spent a lot of time living there, Eric and and I think we definitely contributed to making that scene grow a little bit. But when you step into the States or Europe, for example, Europe, I mean, there's just chess culture, and that makes a huge difference. There's support for chess, and it's not like a big deal if there was. In Canada, landing a chess sponsor is like unheard of, or like national TV or something. But Europe, there's culture for it. In America, there's backing, there's tournaments all the time, and it's just people want to play. There's that chess bug. So quite simply, people want to play, and there's chess clubs that are bursting at the seams with participants because there's just so many eager people that want to get involved.
Right. Yeah, it's like St. Louis, there wasn't really a chess culture. We had people playing, but we kind of artificially created this chess experience that now is turning into a culture. It's a rare thing that the Western Hemisphere doesn't seem to have a lot of. So you've taught a lot of classes here in your time as the Grandmaster in Res. Which is your favorite to teach?
Well, so far I've done a few different types. So there's the, let's say the kids classes. There's a few of them, but let's just say kids classes in general. There's a puzzle class where basically just show a bunch of tactics, from easy to very difficult. There's the chess in the Romantic era class, and there's my greatest losses. So probably of all these classes, which one is my favorite would probably be the puzzle class, because you just sit there and you put a puzzle on the screen and you say solve it. Mm-hmm. So that's a great class. I mean, that's fantastic. But which one did I maybe enjoy the most? I happened to enjoy researching some of my awful chess games. It's always very enjoyable to go over your losses, Ben. So I really took that to heart, and I really look at some games that I never looked at in like such a long time. So that was kind of funny. But
that was my idea. That whole class. I told the club for 3 years we got to do my greatest losses, and they brushed me off each time. And now we're doing it.
It's a good class. It made me go back in the databases. Those good losses are hard to find. So I thought that was fun.
You hosted the Spring Chess Classic a couple weeks ago along with me. What did you take away from that tournament?
Well, Ben, I mean, you just have a really glowing personality, and I think it definitely rubbed off in the best way. So really, I just take that to heart, and I'm just going to look to improve my commentary to match up to the standard that you set here at the St. Louis Chess Club.
Oh, well, spectacular. You had a goal set for you a couple of years ago. Man, I think it's been that long ago, where you were an international master and you were looking for your final Grandmaster norm.
Yeah,
and you said, I'm not shaving my face until I get that norm. And you had quite a mighty beard. Tell us about this adventure of yours.
And, I mean, here we are today, and I'm just so clean shaven. No one could ever expect that I'm capable of that, the baby face. But I did. I was taking a trip. Eric actually joined me, and I went to Sweden and played a chess tournament there. And it went so poorly. Like, it started off, I lost my first game to just a 1900 or something. And I was obviously really upset. And I said, as soon as I lost the game, I went back to the hotel room, and Eric was there, and I said, okay, well, I'm just gonna, first of all, I said I'm gonna make my GM title by the end of 2017. So that was one goal, which was actually separate from the beard. And then the other thing I said was that I was going to grow my beard until I became a Grandmaster. Some sort of ultimate punishment, that if I couldn't do it in 2017, then I'm just going to look like an even crazier person than usual.
Well, did you ever doubt it, though? I mean, what if you just never got the norm? This has happened before. I mean, you're just going to have the beard for the rest of your life, huh?
Basically, yeah. And the thing is, I made sort of some fun bets with my stream or the people that follow and support sort of Chess Pro or maybe just me. And I've made some fun bets before on stream. I've shaved my head before on stream. I've colored my hair before. Not that this was a bet or a dare or anything like that, but I'm willing to stand by my word. So when I say that I'm gonna grow my beard out, I mean, it was very uncomfortable, even just having it for that 1 year. I mean, you can't eat or drink properly when the beard is in your mouth. So I mean, even that was uncomfortable, and a lot of people probably wouldn't do that. Maybe a lot of people wouldn't shave their head, but I'm willing to take these. I mean, they're not even risks, just sort of fun adventures, because I think it brought a lot of attention to me going for the GM title. It was a lot of fun for people to follow along, and sort of like, it's fun either way. He looks like a complete idiot, or he makes the GM title, and either way, I think the people sort of enjoyed that. But I was obviously very, very happy to have actually reached both my goals, which was before the end of 2017, and finally get to shave off that beard, which I did on a nice chess bra stream on New Year's. So that was a lot of fun. It was right before Christmas, right before my birthday, and before New Year's. So it was like one of the perfect ends, probably like the greatest end to a year that I've ever had.
I'll give you a choice with this next one because it's really basic and pretty broad.
All right.
Tell us about either your favorite tournament experience or your favorite over-the-board rated game you've played.
Favorite tournament experience or favorite tournament game, or just rated game?
Rated game, yeah.
Okay. It's probably easier for me to remember a tournament because there's less of those. I played a lot of rated games. And favorite, I mean, now I actually remember maybe some games. I've had some sort of things happen in some of my games that I guess I wouldn't expect to have happened to many other people. A few of them, I played a tournament in Italy, and this was when I was an international master. And basically what I did was I played a game against an Indian Grandmaster at the time, and he completely outplayed me. He had me killed the whole game. And it came down not even to a time scramble, but just a position where my king had actually taken a stroll out into the board, and it was one of those positions that you almost just resign, but you sort of say, okay, I'll let him play one more move just to show me that he knows. And he played a move, and he put out his hand when he made the move. And it was so weird because I was like, okay, was he offering me a draw? And I realized that he was announcing that it was checkmate. So he was saying good game. He was pausing the clock almost. But the move that he made hung his entire queen, and so I just took it, and then he resigned. And this was a grandmaster.
That's
so
tragic.
I've never I didn't realize that could actually happen to me, and when it did, it was so surreal.
Yeah.
I didn't realize grandmasters could hang full pieces, not on the internet. People do that. I do that all the time. But in a tournament game on a DGT board, just made a move and sort of almost got up it's over. Why? It's checkmate. I almost said it out loud. Checkmate. I haven't done that since I was a kid, but it actually hung his entire queen, and I just took it. I mean, I felt, of course, bad, but not that bad.
Was that in the distant past? How long ago did that happen?
That was maybe 2014, I want to say. Around 2014. Yeah.
So is it safe to say at this point you're a professional chess player?
Yes. I guess...
or a personality?
Yeah, the word player is I guess thrown around a lot. I would say that I'm definitely, probably going to use that term because I don't know how else to really define it, especially if I'm talking to someone else. That's the best way to describe me. But lately I've been doing less and less playing. I still want to keep it up, and I still hope to play big tournaments like maybe the national championship to try to qualify for the World Cup, where we have a spot, or our national team for the Olympiad and such, and otherwise try to compete in some big international tournaments when I have the time. But I'm doing a lot to do with chess that's not playing. So that's why it feels slightly disingenuous to just say I'm a professional chess player, because there are professional chess players out there, and I don't play as much as them. I don't study as much as them. So I do a lot of commentating, do a lot of streaming, and like you said, it's sort of being more like a personality and just trying to grow the brand of ChessBra and sort of be an ambassador for that and for chess.
Do you teach any private lessons? If so, how can people get involved?
Yeah, I used to teach a lot more. Probably the same with playing. Is like I used to teach way more, but I've just got so much busy with everything else that I don't teach that much anymore. So it was something that I guess a lot of chess players do to actually finance their chess playing, is that you teach lessons, you have the money to travel to your own tournaments. I was doing that when I was traveling around the world, basically. And I've since stopped that, so I've basically wanted to rededicate myself to the stream, which I took a lot of time off from, and Eric was able to manage mainly while I was trying to get the GM title. And so since then, it's been all, everything that I do just goes back into the stream, the channel, and the YouTube. It just everything to do with the brand. So I'm not teaching that many private classes anymore.
And on Twitch, it's Chess Bras, right? That's the name of the channel.
It's Chess Bra, yeah.
Chess Bra.
Chess Bra. Okay. Twitch.tv/Chess Bra.
Cool.
Yeah.
Should definitely check that out. Aman, everybody has goals in life. And
they do.
Whenever you're a little kid, if you're ambitious, you might want to be the world champion, or you might want to get your first title. But you're a Grandmaster now. What is your next goal in life?
Yeah, I mean, becoming a Grandmaster wasn't, let's say, a lifelong goal, but it was definitely a recent goal. Like, let's say, since I became IM, and I had all the momentum, I didn't want to get stuck in that place that a lot of players in Canadian chess get stuck in, specifically Canada, where we don't have a lot of norm tournaments or opportunities. You have to travel. There's not many players that have ever became a Grandmaster inside of Canada. So you have to travel, and I didn't want to get stuck in that territory right before GM. So it was a big goal of mine to actually become a Grandmaster. Now that I've done that, I mean, I have goals to do with the channel. Like I really want Chess Bra to be like one of the biggest things ever. I'm proud of like how it's taken off already, but I want that to keep growing more than anything. For my own chess, I would like to be, definitely a solid like mid 2,500 Grandmaster. I don't really have, it might happen, but I don't have aspirations to put in effort to become a 26, 2,700. I just want to be, let's say if I was mid 2,500s, I'd probably be one of the better players in Canada. I mean, that would really put me in like the top three, let's say. So something like that is a minor chess goal of mine. But otherwise, most of my goals have to do with, getting involved in things online, like growing the channel, getting involved in eSports, and all these other things that interest me that are not necessarily chess related. But I want to see Chess Bra grow, and I want chess to become more popular, more interesting for people, and sort of change the stigma that it has. So that's a lifelong goal, I guess. You
mentioned other esports, and we know that chess is fast becoming an esport if it's not there already. What other esports are you involved in?
Yeah, no, first of all, chess is definitely making waves on Twitch, and obviously we're a part of that, but we're by no means the only driving factor. We got a lot of people starting to stream now, and I think that's become a pretty regular thing. And chess.com is putting on some pretty serious Twitch events, and main tournaments are starting to broadcast. I think I saw FIDE was broadcasting on Twitch.
Really?
The World Team Championship on like a FIDE Twitch. And it was the first time I'd ever seen that. So I was like pretty impressed there. It's good to see. So chess is doing well. But otherwise, I mean, I like a lot of other esports like League of Legends, PUBG, CSGO, and we always try to model our success off the success of other big popular esports. How can we sell the game of chess? How can we sell our stream, sell ourselves to these bigger sponsors, bigger companies? And we want to get them involved in supporting us, supporting chess. So we like to model them off some of the big high production broadcasts that other esports put on regularly.
Very cool. So Aman, you're about to leave St. Louis. Your residency is almost up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Yeah, well, big plans with the channel, just regular streaming and YouTube stuff all year, and that's actually kind of a daily thing for me. So it's nothing new, and it's definitely enjoyable. But I'm playing Reykjavik, the Reykjavik Open. That's in April. There's also TwitchCon Europe. I think Eric's gonna be going there. That'll be fun. That's also in April. And after that, I mean, who knows? But we have a lot of plans that involve traveling or meetups or big events that we want to actually put on. And I can't really, let's say, reveal exactly what they all are. But we have plans that go a lot further than just turning on our stream. So we want to use the following that our stream has and do some really cool in-person events or whatever. We think that that's where the action is. So if we can put anything like that together, that's always the biggest goal. So
how can the fans follow you on social media?
Yeah, well, I have a Twitter and an Instagram. Both of those are just Aman Hambleton. Pretty easy, just my full name. And we have a Chess Bra Twitter as well. Of course, we have the Twitch channel Chess Bra, and we have the YouTube Chess Bra as well. So we're actually just everywhere. All the social medias. We usually have a Chess Bra page, as well as I just have my own pages there to reach me.
Well, Aman, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me here at the house for Between Two Pawns, and thank you for watching here on the world's greatest chess YouTube channel, St. Louis Chess Club, my humble opinion. Until next time, Grandmaster Aman Hambleton, thank you very much. My name is Ben Simon. We'll see you at the Chess Club.